One. Ha! Perfect. Okay. Hello and welcome back to GMS. Not an interview today. Today is something else, something special. I'm joined by Zinat, a colleague of mine.
Hello, I'm Zinat, and I'm third year mass communication student, and that's what I can say about myself.
No need to push it. And today she's gonna talk more about K-pop, and at the end try to convince me to like K-pop, and maybe even you, the 10 people who are watching this show. So before we start, let's just give me like a background on K-pop. Like, how did you start listening to?
Actually, I've been like I'd say I've been like interested into Asian culture culture in general since like I was a kid. Like since we were like kids, we used to like watch Space Tune. This kind of like anime. So I started to be interested into them, and since I lived in an area in Dubai where there were lots of nationalities, like from Asia, from Africa, from everywhere, we can say. So I started to be interested into them. And like around 2010, 2011, let's say, there was a Korean show going, and I started to watch it. And I didn't know actually it was Korean. I started to search about the show, and then it appeared to be Korean show. Then it was historical, actually, drama. And then I started to watch other like dramas and other shows. I ended up watching a drama. It was mostly like for teenagers, let's say. Um, there was an actor. He was actually an idol, and he was singing. So I started to listen to like his songs. He was from a group called 2 p.m.
Was he cute?
No, I can't say cute. Like because not like what people view of like Koreans in general. They're like all of them cute. All of them they're like wear makeup and stuff. But this thing is it's kind of different. So
How so? Yeah, this sad thing is different, right? It's not like about him just being cute.
no.
Go on
You
that,
can see like there are like groups they don't even wear like makeup, and they're like very famous. But of course they're not from like K-pop. There are others as well. Like they're from K-pop. They do wear like makeup. They do like do this kind of stuffs like when they're like presenting a show or doing something, or when like they're filming a video. Let's say. Yes, that time they're like putting some makeups and like dyeing their hair and everything. But like in their normal life, they're just like going out without any makeup or stuff.
So you're saying someone like me could become a K-pop star?
Depends, like if you have the ability or not.
Wow, okay, you just pause it there. So no, you meant to say no. Okay, nice. So you said you listen to other stuff than K-pop?
Yes.
What else?
I listen to hip hop. Let's say I listen to indie songs. I listen to everything. Let's say.
So you said hip-hop, indie?
Yes,
As in indie rock, that sort of stuff?
Indie rock. Let's say maybe even like melody songs. What is it? What do they say? Like melody songs.
Melodic
yes.
songs.
The melodic, yeah, let's say, yeah.
듯이 나 홀로 지키네 어둠은 남은 거실을 네가 남기는 작은 집안 곳곳에 수치웠지만 미련은 아직 내 손만 놓네 어쩌면 영원보다
Do they have like a bigger fan base as, let's say, BTS or like that, these kind of idols? Do they have like an actually huge fan base?
Yeah, there are a lot. Like I'd say maybe they're the most. Let's say, like more than like I'd say even like BTS has I think more fan base. Like I'm not actual fan of them, but like I've seen like on Twitter and stuff. I've seen like they have a huge fan base.
So speaking of fan bases, since you're here, I'm gonna act like you're the representative of the entire K-pop community, and tell me what does a stan mean? Why is it over my Twitter feed all the time? Hashtags of BTS, gifs of people dancing when like I saw a tweet. That's a true story, by the way. A tweet of someone passing away, and then the reply was like a stan, like, "Oh, if he listened to this, then he wouldn't be that bad."
I know this kind of
So
things.
since you're here, you can
And
speak on their behalf.
I'm just actually shocked because just yesterday, I'd say, there was a singer, she passed away. And what I've seen was just horrible, really. Like, on Twitter, what I've seen, like, I wouldn't say all of them, like, some of them. Like, maybe, like, let's say, like, we can't, like, judge anyone by, like, the whole. If, like, a group is doing this thing, it doesn't mean, like, the whole group is doing the same thing. So let's say if like the stan Twitter, let's say there are like 13,000. Only 3,000 of them they would like do this kind of things as you mentioned. And yesterday what I saw, like some of them they were like posting this like groups are like clips of the groups dancing and doing some stuff. So, oh, I feel sorry, and then the captions like, oh, I feel sorry and stuff. I kind of like I was mad actually, and like I replied to them like this is not a good thing to do. At least whenever someone dies, you have to respect.
Then they replied to you the GIF saying,
No, they didn't. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
because like not just me.
a lot of people
Exactly,
condemned
not
it.
just me. Like, not just me who wrote the comment. Actually, many of them like attacked this account for what like she was doing. It wasn't
Maybe
actually
it's
a
a
good
he.
thing.
Why is it she?
No, it was mostly they're like she. There are of course he's, but like mostly who they do, I'd see like it's she.
So speaking of she's or he's, it's mostly like the stan movement is mostly like preteens and teens, you could say. There aren't like 22-year-olds with scruffy beards doing it.
Well, I'd say the stan thing on Twitter, like they're creating accounts and doing stuff. I would say like they're more like teenagers, but I would say that when I was a teenager,
I was gonna ask you, did you ever
I
write
used
with
to also
someone?
do this kind of things. Let's
With
say.
who? With the-
other groups, not just like K-pop.
Like
Other
who?
like groups. Let's say I'm gonna say openly. I used to be like One Direction like fan. Used to be, and
Who wasn't?
yeah, exactly. Who wasn't? And like I was around like 15, 16 years old that time. So at this age, especially, everyone like opens a Twitter account, and Twitter that time was a huge like thing. And I used to do the same thing as these girls are doing now, like posting like tweets, the stan Twitter thing, hashtags. Oh my God, only One Direction.
I wish I could smell his clothes and all that because
Yes, exactly.
I've seen like some messed up stuff on Twitter regarding them, like the amount of obsession that they have with certain.
Exactly. The amount of like obsession, like the girls used to have these like days. It's something like I wouldn't blame them actually because it's the age.
It's
as they
normal,
say.
yeah, it's normal thing to have a scene.
Like everyone will experience this thing.
But I
You
didn't,
also
yeah, but
experience-
I didn't like tweet stuff like, oh, I wish I could like smell John Cena's boxers or something
No,
like that.
because
That's the thing.
the thing is, the thing is like you're a boy, you wouldn't say like this kind of things. What you would say, like
You
I'm
never know.
assuming, oh, Eminem is the legend. Let's say you would say like these kind of things, or like post Twitters, oh, Eminem is the best. Eminem, like this kind of
Yeah,
things.
but it's like another spectrum. Yeah,
Exactly.
I
For the
understand.
girls, they would like see, oh, cute boy. Oh, he's like, oh, okay, خلاص. I just like him, and that's it. This kind of.
Whatever it takes. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So Zinat, this is the first time we're doing this. Obviously, it's not the third or fourth time. Definitely, this is like a natural thing. The first time I've done this, since
Again.
I'm gonna ask you this question for the first time. I haven't done this like we haven't done this like 4 or 5 times till now.
Yes.
It's all natural, of course. As you know, this show, millions of views, millions of people, Emmys, Oscars, you name it. I've won it all. So I'm gonna grant you the chance to talk to my audience
Yes.
and
To convince
sell your case that yeah, maybe why they should listen to K-pop, Korean hip hop, Korean drama. I'm gonna start a timer and you're gonna have 3 minutes. Okay?
Sure.
You know the rules since we've done this like 4
Yes.
times. 3, 2, 1.
I'd say they should give a try to listen to any other like Korean songs, not just like K-pop, any other genres. Why? Because if people listen to Despacito or any other songs in any other language, why they cannot listen to any, let's say, not just like Korean songs generally, but like mostly let's say like Asian songs. Why? Because like whenever you like tell people about like Asia, they feel like triggered. Oh, it's Asia, not for me. Or like cute guys, everything. No, it's not the case. You can experience listen to them to their songs. It doesn't matter like the appearance. What matters to you is just like how the person sings. Like do you like whenever you go to a show, do you watch the appearance or do you listen? You enjoy the his voice or her voice. So mostly what matters is just like the genre of the song, the way that they sing. If the song is really beautiful, even if you don't understand the language, the feelings, if you receive it, if you feel it, that time that it doesn't matter.
I don't want to interrupt, but
And
just want to say this thing.
yes,
So you're saying that most people listen to K-pop or listen to Korean culture not because of their lyrics, but mainly because of their talent?
why not? Because
That's a bold
actually
statement. That's a bold statement.
they are actually talented. Why people think they're not talented is just because they're Asia, okay? And oh, they're cute. Like just give it a try to listen. notice, just like give it a try to listen. They're even maybe more talented than the Western like artists.
Okay, don't take it there, but yeah,
So
I
just
get
like
your
I'm
point. I
giving
get
an
your point. Yeah.
example, like maybe more like talented than the Western like artists, and they have many like genres, not just like one. Like as in the West, they have hip hop, they have indie, they have many genres. The same is in Korea, so they could just give it a try to listen. They can listen like I can give an example.
Give an example. Yeah.
They can listen to Ayu. She's one of the like she's even like one of the best singers. The
Who
top
would you
even.
compare her to? So I think that'll be easier for people to like. Oh, she sounds like Taylor Swift, for example. So I'm gonna listen to this. So.
I'd say Taylor Swift.
Oh, seriously?
Yes. In terms of records, I'd say not in terms of the genres. They're kind of similar in the genres, but like I'd say in terms of breaking the records, I'd say she's just like the Taylor Swift.
She's like the big thing in
Yes,
Korea.
exactly. And whenever she her song like comes up, or she has a comeback, she just like hits many records.
Okay, got 30 seconds. Come on, give me the
And,
final thing of the
what
essay.
I can say is I've noticed like recently, on Stan Twitter, let's say not just Stan Twitter, generally like the BTS fans, I'd say, I've noticed that they're doing many like great things. We see this as something very negative, but like I've seen that they're doing what. They're collecting like many race funds, and then they go they just like donate it to many what's it called, organizations, to help many people, to help like animals, people, this kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's kind of like great thing.
So your case is that language doesn't matter. It's more about what music makes you feel.
Exactly.
And
And as I said, actions as well.
actions as well.
Yes.
Okay.
The actions of the actions of fans, actually it does matter, because sometimes the fans, they don't act actually in a good manner, which leads to people think that, oh, they're kind of like not normal people. But some of them, like I've noticed to be like fair. I've noticed that they're doing many great things, like they're donating, like, which I wish like many other like artists could do the same thing as well. I wish like many others fans could do the same thing.
I think that's a good note to end on. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
You kind of convinced me, kind of.
Okay.
Hopefully, my fans, the 10 people watching this, hashtag fans are gonna be convinced as well. Thanks for
Hopefully.
coming by, and
Thank you.
thank you as well for joining.